Hello, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to my June/July favorites video. I hope you don't mind that while we're sort of in quarantine, I'm just doing a favorites video every 2 months. While not going anywhere, I don't really have a ton of new things to tell you about. So I figured it's easier and gives me more content for one video if I just continue to do this. This is my third video now doing this. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you, but this is the thought process. I've done a lot of videos lately with like little to no makeup on, so I thought I would go full face today, and I kind of forgot what I looked like with a full face of makeup on, to be honest. I feel a little weird. And this is one of the first times I've ever put mascara on top of fake eyelashes, so we're wearing a lot of makeup today. I actually made notes for today's video. Aren't you proud of me? So let's just get right into it. Like I just said, I've been wearing little to no makeup in my videos, and I've been wearing little to no makeup in real life as well. Obviously, I'm not really going anywhere, so I'm not going to just wear makeup just to sit here and do nothing. But when I have been going places, I hadn't been wearing foundation because I'm wearing a mask, right? But I do wear concealer, and I kind of put concealer on under my eyes and then in the middle of my forehead. And the concealer that I've actually been using is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, the first one that they launched. I did a review on this when it first came out, and I didn't love it because it doesn't have a lot of coverage, and I thought it was too expensive. But I don't remember if this was in a video or not, but I bought this at Winners actually, like months ago. And so because it was at Winners, it was way cheaper. And this shade is actually light nude, and it's a little bit too dark for me usually, but because I have been outside a little bit, I have like the slightest hint of a tan, so it actually matches me pretty well right now. So this is the one I've been using because it doesn't have a lot of coverage. When I set it with powder, it doesn't really transfer, and it just kind of gives me more of like a naturally even looking skin tone under my eyes and on my forehead. Right now I am wearing foundation, so if you're looking at me right now and you're like, wow, that concealer is amazing. No, I'm wearing foundation, but usually I'm not, and I'm just wearing this. If you remember back in, I'm gonna say April because that's when I did the order, but I don't think it got here till May. I did the Sephora order during the sale, and it came in and they sent me a foundation and a brush kit that I did not pay for, and I tried to contact them about it, like try to correct this wrong, and they basically didn't say anything. They didn't tell me to return it, they didn't tell me to do anything with it, so I've kept them. That kind of happened again. I put an order through on Sally Beauty for 2 of their purple, their hair dye by Euro. My younger sibling used to have teal hair, and I have a video reviewing that dye, doing that on her. Now she has purple hair, but it's the same dye, so I ordered 2 of those, and then I haven't toned my hair for about 2 weeks, but I really wanted to try T18, because last time we tried T14 to tone my blonde parts, and it didn't really do anything, and I really wanted to try T18. Spoiler alert, T18 actually did work better than T14. It's faded now, but regardless. So I put this order through for 2 things of Euro and 2 Wella T18 toners. Now, the cool thing about when you order from Sally's is they charge you quite a bit for shipping. It cost me $16 for shipping, but they don't send everything to you at once. They send it to you as soon as they have different things. So they send it to you in different packages. So the first package I got had 2 Euro in it. Then a couple days later, I got another package, and it had 2 more Euro in it. And then about a week later, I got a package with 2 T18 toners in it. And then a couple days later, I got another package with 2 more T18s in it. So essentially, my order had been doubled. And I checked my credit card. I only ever got paid for 1 order. So I called Sally Beauty, customer service, and I was like, listen, I feel bad. You guys sent me this whole order twice. And she told me, she was like, it doesn't say here anywhere that it was processed twice or anything, so I don't know why it was sent to you twice. Might as well just keep it. So once again, I had extra product that I didn't pay for. I don't know how I got so lucky, but it happened again. It's not like I'm not going to use them. My younger sibling has purple hair. She's going to keep having purple hair until we use all that. I'm sure I will use all 4 toners on this at some point. So it's just kind of a cool little freebie that I accidentally got. Okay, it's not like I didn't like the blonde to begin with. I did like it, but the more I have it, it's really growing on me. I really like it. I just feel like it adds, a little more fun, rather than my hair just being black. I'm sure I will dye it black again eventually, but for now, I really enjoy them. And it didn't really super damage my hair. Of course, there's parts that feel a little bit gross, and a couple more little broken hairs at the top that weren't broken before, but, really, it's okay. It's fine. It doesn't matter, and I like it. Sort of along the same vein as that sort of thing, I did an order from that website that you always get ads for on Facebook and that sort of thing, Shein, and all I ordered was 2 bras and a package of matte black fake nails. I've been wearing fake nails a lot lately. I'm not wearing them now, but I have been. And I'm only mentioning this to you because I think it's hilarious. I checked the sizing, I read everything, and I ordered an extra large in these bras. And these extra large bras that I read the sizing and thought they were going to fit came in, and they were basically elbow pads. They were so small. So I pretty much am just I, like, rather than return them, because together they cost $12, I'm just gonna donate them so that some girl out there with small boobs can, go buy them cheaper. That was my one time ever ordering from Shein, and the bras came in super small, and I don't think I'll ever bother ordering from them again. But I have done about 1,000 orders from Wish over the last couple of weeks. So in September/October, when all of my packages come in, that'll be a thing. So I'm sure I'll have a ton of random things to show you in September and October that I order from Wish, because I just keep doing that. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I've been doing. And when I say random things, I mean random things. Some shirts, I ordered some, like, jegging-y type things, but then I also ordered, like, wind-up toys for my cat. I ordered fake nails, I've ordered stickers, I've ordered pins, like, just random things. I don't know how many of my plants you can see behind me, but I mentioned in last week's video about what I wish I knew when I first started with plants, that I really wanted to transfer all of them, if not most of them, to terracotta pots, because I just prefer them. And I've actually already done most of them. There was a couple trips to the dollar store, a couple trips to Michael's, because their spring-summer stuff is on sale right now while they move into their Halloween stuff. Yay! So we're moving them all. I also have all of these pots here that might go to other plants, but it's just kind of, I just bought random sizes to see what would fit. But I do have a couple more plants coming that I ordered from a little tiny sort of shop in Quebec called Studio Foliage. I follow them on Instagram. They're so cute. So when that package arrives, I will unbox it, and that'll be its own video probably next week, because I only ordered a couple of plants, but they were some plants that I've been really wanting, and I'm so fortunate that I found them at, like, a cute little local shop. Like, not local to me, but, like, local to that little area in Quebec, whatever. I found the plants that I wanted, and I ordered them, and I'm really looking forward to that. So, terracotta pots count as a favorite. Something else that counts as a favorite is my plant light. Now, I feel like I've mentioned this to you 1,000 times, but it is worth mentioning in a favorites video, because I just really like it. I feel like most other plant lights that I've ever seen hang from the ceiling, and they're very pink. And I love these because, A, they don't hang from the ceiling. I have nowhere to hang them over there. I can just clamp them onto the side of my little, like, flower box, if you will. And it's actually a USB plug, so it comes with a USB plug, like, converter to wall plug thing, but if you wanted to plug it into a computer, you probably could. And the arms are, like, bendable, so I can position them however I want to get, like, the plants that are on the shelf more, or the plants that are on the floor more. And you can change the brightness, you can set the timer. I finally learned how to set the timer. It took me forever, and I just really love them. I feel like my plants, especially the ones that are, like, more highlight plants that I didn't have the light for before, like, they're doing so much better than they were before I had the light, and I'm so glad I have it. And I think it's on sale right now on Amazon if you want to buy it. I'm not an Amazon affiliate, but I am going to link it down below just for you in case you want it. Right now it looked like it was about $35 Canadian, so I don't know. I just really feel like if you're going to have plants, you should probably have a plant light. Unless you have amazing lighting or, like, amazing windows or whatever in your house. Supplemental lighting, it's gonna help. Do you remember a couple of years ago, I was watching The X-Files, and I talked about it all the time on my channel because I loved them, but I only had, like, half a season left of the original run, I think, when it was taken off Netflix, and I was really upset because I didn't get to finish it, and I was heartbroken. Well, I just found out that they put The X-Files on Prime, so I have been watching The X-Files all the time lately. I started about a week ago when I discovered that they were there, and I'm already almost done season 1, so that's, like, what, 22 episodes, and each one's an hour long? Yikes. When I put it like that, it's a little less normal than I thought it was in my head. But I love them. And the best part about watching The X-Files for me, again, is that now at this point, like, I'm rewatching it because I've seen all of these early episodes already because I started at season 1 this time. So I don't have to be glued to it to pay attention. I can kind of casually watch it because I remember them. And I don't remember them too much, but I remember them enough. Like, if I were to rewatch Glee, I remember Glee too well because I rewatched it so many times. I could probably say the lines along with each actor. But The X-Files, I've only watched them all the way through once, and there's so many episodes and so many seasons that I remember general storylines, but it's still interesting. So I've been really enjoying The X-Files lately. And then the other thing I've been watching is the Studio Ghibli movies have been added to Netflix Canada, and I'm so excited about that. There are so many Studio Ghibli movies that I hadn't seen that I have wanted to see. So I've seen most of the big ones, of course. I've seen Totoro. Kiki's my favorite. Arrietty is probably my second favorite. And then I've seen, like, Ponyo and Howl and all of those. But some of the ones I hadn't seen that I had wanted to see was Nausicaa, which I just watched the other day. It was really great. Same with Castle in the Sky. Whisper of the Heart is really cute. It's a little less fantastical than some of the other ones, but it's really cute. I love The Cat Returns. I had seen that one before. Next on my list is Mononoke. I haven't seen that one yet. And then I'm just gonna keep working my way through all the Ghibli movies in between watching the X-Files because they're just so good and I love them so much. And they're so cute, and something that I feel like Studio Ghibli does really well is even though I'm watching them for the first time as an adult, like they still somehow give you like a nostalgic feeling. Like when I was watching Nausicaa the other day, like you feel like a little kid watching this movie, even though Nausicaa's a little more, like it's not a children's movie the way like Totoro is, but it still gives you like a little fun, I don't know, something about it is just magical, and I love Ghibli movies for that reason. So I'm going to continue to work my way through those. What's your favorite Ghibli movie, by the way? I'm sure if you're watching my channel, you probably like Ghibli movies. So what's your favorite one? I'd love to know. Kiki is my favorite. And like I said, Arrietty's a close second, but they're all pretty good so far. I think the only one that I watched that I don't know that I would watch again is Whisper of the Heart, just because it was really long. And like it wasn't as magical as some of the other ones, but it's still good. Oh, something else that I finally saw that I've been wanting to see for a long time. Can you believe I had to buy this on DVD in order to actually watch it? Like I was gonna rent it on like Prime or Google or something, and they wanted like nearly $20 to watch The Invisible Man, and I was like, I might as well just buy the DVD. So that's what I did. This movie is phenomenal. Elizabeth Moss is such a good actress. I love her so much, and this is one of the few horror movies that I've seen as an adult for the first time that actually scared the bejeebus out of me. Like, I was sitting here watching it, and, like, you get nervous that somebody's behind you watching you. And I think, especially, like, as a woman, when you watch this, because it's essentially, you know, this is not a spoiler, this is kind of the Sparks version, but she escapes a really abusive relationship with a very smart, very rich guy, and then he becomes the Invisible Man and starts, like, stalking her that way. And it's all about, you know, her telling people that he's stalking her, and they're like, there's nothing there, you're fine. As a woman especially, this movie is extra terrifying, but Elizabeth Moss is so good. And I will always probably be a little bit butthurt that thanks to COVID-19 I never got a chance to see this in theaters, because I feel like, you know, me watching it in my room on my computer screen was scary. Like, imagine the theater experience. I probably would have been freaked out, but I would have loved it, and it's so good. And when movie theaters open, again, if they show this, I will go see it, even though I have it on DVD, because it was so good. If you like scary movies, this one is phenomenal, The Invisible Man. I knew it would be. Something about me, I just knew it was going to be a good movie. And it so was. It so was. It's weird. I thought I had kind of moved away from, like, watching scary things because I had been watching Ghibli so religiously for, like, a couple of weeks there. But then explaining it to you, it's like, well, I watched The Invisible Man and it was amazing. Now I'm watching The X-Files all the time, and The X-Files can get pretty scary, so I guess I'm still a scary movie girl in my heart. I was gonna start watching American Horror Story. That's what I was doing, is I was derping through Prime Video and I found American Horror Story, and I was like, oh great, I'm gonna watch these because I've only ever seen the first 4 seasons. I haven't seen the rest of it, and then I found The X-Files, and then American Horror Story went out the window. And then last but certainly not least, a very recent favorite that I wanted to mention in this video is, of course, the new Taylor Swift album, Folklore. This album is so cute, and I just like it so much, and it's one of the very few albums I've ever experienced that I feel like is best enjoyed beginning to end. Like, there are, of course, songs that I can pick out that I like I really like Exile, and I really like August. August is probably my favorite song on the album, but it's my favorite thing to do, to just sit here while I'm working on whatever, and start at The One and end on Hoax. Like, I just want to listen to the whole album through and through. It's very reminiscent of some of my favorite other Taylor Swift songs, you know. This Love is a song that I love, and Clean, and then, you know, things like that that were already sort of more folky and whimsically, if you will. And I feel like she just took all of those elements that I love in some of her other songs and put them all together in one album, and that's why I like it so much. I just like it a lot. And, you know, there are very few songs on this album that I skip, whereas every other album of hers, you know, I love them, don't get me wrong, but there are some songs that I will skip. But this one, if I'm listening to it beginning to end, I don't really skip anything, and I love that about Folklore. So if you haven't listened to Folklore yet, listen to it. It's really chill, it's really easy to listen to, and I think you'll like it. And anyway, I guess that's it for this month's/2 months favorites. Let me know what you enjoyed in the months of both June and July in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you loved. What's your favorite Ghibli movie? If you have listened to Folklore, what's your favorite song? Or maybe what's your favorite Taylor Swift song in general? Let me know all of these things. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!